For a bit of a change of pace, the movie I'm about to talk about has not one, but 2 Academy Award-winning actors in it. Seriously. Without Warning is a 1980 sci-fi horror movie directed by exploitation filmmaker Greydon Clark, who's made everything from horror comedies like Satan's Cheerleaders, action movies like Final Justice, and even blaxploitation movies like Black Shampoo. He's not exactly loved by critics, but good news, this is considered to be one of his best films. For whatever that's worth. The movie's known by several alternate titles, including Alien Encounters and The Warning. Oh, and another one of its alternate titles is It Came Without Warning. Well, hey, there's no need to feel like you had to change your name. I mean, you'd be surprised how many movies that happens to. I'm not sure how scary this is going to be, since according to this opening POV shot, the monster's only about 3 feet tall. And also, it's Cameron Mitchell?
Brandy! Brandy!
Brandy? Okay, take it easy, Cameron. You can break for lunch just as soon as we're done filming, okay? Cameron's on a hunting trip with his son, who by the looks of it just finished shooting a porn in their RV. Something tells me these two don't have the best relationship in the world.
Dad, why does it always have to be like this?
Like what, son?
You and me. I mean, we can never agree on anything.
Well, you're one to talk. You can't even agree on whether you want to look like an adult film actor or an adult film producer. Cameron's taking him hunting to teach him how to be a real man, although personally I think he's just jealous this guy starred in Malibu Express. And I'm not sure about his parenting skills.
I miss this son of a...
Too bad, you had a clear shot at him and everything. I joke, but I seriously think Cameron Mitchell wants to kill his son. Fortunately, he's saved when Cameron's suddenly attacked by some flying alien flapjack thingies.
Help! Help me, son!
Ugh. Well, the effects are definitely gooey. Gotta give him that. And what the hell? You mean Cameron Mitchell's dead already? Normally he's the star of these types of movies.
Should be fun at the lake today, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Looks like those things just broke the camera. Just kidding. We're now introduced to a new group of characters, including David Caruso? Okay, so I guess we can start the countdown to see how long I can go without making a CSI Miami reference. I'm beginning to understand the title since there was no warning for those booty shorts David's wearing. They're off to spend the weekend by the lake, and David set his friend Greg up with his friend Sandy.
Look, you'll be safe with Greg. I personally guarantee it, okay?
Hear that? The guy he set you up with won't try and kill you when you're alone with him. That's how you know he's trustworthy. Can't go to the lake just yet, though. First they need to stop for gas so Crazy Ralph can warn them not to go to Camp Crystal Lake. And at least this movie knows where its priorities are.
Terrific, it's locked.
Why don't you try the men's room?
Great. The story of my life, you know?
No one will be seated during the thrilling trying to find a place to pee scene. Eventually they do find a place to go to the bathroom, along with Martin Landau? So that's where he's been hiding since Space 1999 ended.
What's that mean?
Huh? No chance, no help, no escape.
I think Martin scribbled that after he was in the Harlem Globetrotters on Gilligan's Island. Well, see ya. If you want me, I'll be watching you pee through the keyhole. This gas station seems kinda shady. I don't trust any place that sells RC Cola instead of Coke. Plus the inside looks like Ted Nugent's breakfast nook. What the hell else is in here?
What the hell are you kids doing in here?
Jack Palance? Okay, so does this place just have Academy Award-winning character actors randomly stashed around it? At this point, I'm expecting him to find James Coburn in the stock room. Jack's looking a little rough. Starring in The Shape of Things to Come must have hit him pretty hard. Well, at least he has a hobby.
Did you shoot all these animals?
Hell no, it's Jack Palance. He killed them by hand.
I don't think I could ever kill an animal.
Well, it depends on the animal and who's doing the hunting. Besides, I never kill for the sport.
I kill for the erection. Jack warns them not to go to the lake because, hey, it's an early 80s horror movie. Somebody had to do that. We then cut to a Boy Scout troop led by Larry Storch from F Troop? Okay, we're only 15 minutes in, and this already has one of the weirdest casts of any movie I've ever done on this show. Did Graydon Clark just know everyone in Hollywood who had gambling debts or something? Oh well, I'm just glad Larry's shorts are longer than David Caruso's. So what kind of scout leader is he?
All my life, I have wanted to lead a troop of men like you into the wilderness. Now, boys, men.
Oh shit, he's gonna molest all those kids, isn't he? Before he can do that, though, he finds Cameron Mitchell's RV from earlier, which means he also gets some alien parasites on him. But on the plus side, at least now he has a good excuse to ask the kids to suck out the poison. The kids also see whatever's responsible for all this, and it's so scary this one barely reacts to it. Well, that's the end of that cameo. Now back to our main characters. Jeez, I keep expecting them to pass the cast of Alienator going the other way. Alright, now they can finally tell everyone they live in a van down by the river. But first, who's up for a dip?
Last one in gets stuffed and mounted.
David's gonna make sure he's the last one in. He doesn't want Greg to miss any of his signals after all. And is the monster actually Warwick Davis? Why do these POV shots look so close to the ground? Looks like David's about to get intimate with his girlfriend, so they're probably not gonna last much longer. Why do you think Greg's showing Sandy his ham radio skills? He wants to make damn sure he doesn't get laid in this movie.
I wonder where they are.
Well, if I know Tom, they're in the back of the van.
Well, the van's not a rockin', so either it's okay to come a knockin', or Tom's really a dead fuck. Actually, Tom and Beth are both missing, and it's got Greg so worried he's slowly turning into Marty McFly. They better go out and look for him.
Oh, wait, what's that?
I don't know. Come on, let's check it out.
Let's see, an old abandoned shack in an 80s horror movie? I can't see anything bad happening here. Well, looks like Tom was a dead fuck after all. Ah, come on, you knew that was coming. And ironically enough, it appears Pornstache guy from earlier was skull-fucked to death. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you always listen to Jack Palance. And just how far did they walk? It's dark by the time they get back to the van. Worse yet, they can't seem to get it out of cliché. You know, if the Queen Alien had a vagina, this is what it would look like. Greg eventually gets the van started, and even though the parasite's still on his windshield, it is still less annoying than having a Garfield plushie on there. Oh, and apparently these things can be defeated by wipers. Time to celebrate with some beer and or pool.
I'm gonna go inside and try and find somebody to help us. You stay here.
Now there's a great idea. Split up. Greg enters the character actor bar to try and ask for help, but the only one who seems to believe him is Martin Landau.
You seen them little critters?
Relax, Martin. I'm not reviewing Critters. Yet. And I think Martin Landau's only concerned about the alien because he wants to be the one to kill everybody in this movie.
Come on, Sarge, lighten up.
Hey, don't worry, Martin. Right now you may be a B-movie actor, but pretty soon you'll win an Oscar playing a B-movie actor. Meanwhile, Sandy learns why you never wait in the car in a horror movie. And the bar's the other way, stupid! Sandy eventually runs into Jack Palance, who takes her back to the bar.
You seen it? You seen the creature?
Yeah, it was huge.
Oh yeah? Because according to the POV shots it isn't. The power goes out, which just makes Martin Landau seem crazier.
Aliens ain't human, you know. They could take human form.
This bar scene goes on for several minutes, mainly as an excuse for Martin Landau and Jack Palance to try and out-crazy character actor each other. Seriously, both of them look like the alcoholic uncle you make sure not to invite to Thanksgiving. I think Martin Landau ends up winning the crazy off since he shoots the town sheriff when he walks in.
Oh my God. Oh no.
Well, he may have shot the sheriff, but he did not shoot the deputy. Greg and Sandy eventually decide to go with Jack, because sure, I guess he's the better choice out of these two. Besides, Jack's not afraid of the alien. I bet he craps bigger than these things. Jack asks Greg and Sandy to take him to the alien shack, and they better hurry, the sun's almost up. Oh, never mind, no it isn't. Back at the bar, the sheriff's getting taken to the hospital by TV's Frank.
Better hope he ain't dead, Sarge.
Even if he isn't, you should still probably arrest him. Does he look like somebody who should be walking free to you?
Fred, Sergeant First Class. Serial number RA188-40644.
Oh yeah, he seems stable. Well, at least Jack knows what to do with the alien parasite. Finally, his stored jars of urine won't go to waste. We also learn why Jack's so mad at the alien. Turns out it tried putting a vagina on his arm.
Why didn't you tell someone? Why didn't you do something?
Saw the way everybody believed him. No, I'm not. I'm looking to get locked up. I'm looking to kill me, the alien. If he don't kill me first.
Okay, I just want to give props to Jack Palance. Even when he's in complete schlock, I still fucking believe him. They go to the shack, and at this point I'd be less worried about the alien and more about Jack thinking he's in a remake of Deliverance.
Oh, wait a minute. You can't leave us without any protection. Why don't you give us the gun?
I ain't the crazy one.
Yeah, but that's only because Martin Landau's also in this movie. Alright, time to find out what the secret to the alien's famous beef jerky is. Spoiler alert, it's people.
This is where the hunter keeps his food. Sooner or later, he's gotta come back for the bodies. And we'll be waiting.
Again, I see nothing bad happening here. Well, what did you think was gonna happen? Oh well, no big deal. This just means Jack will have a matching vagina wound on his leg. Greg and Sandy do what they should have done several hours ago. Find a police officer. But something's not right here.
Hey, we're headed the wrong way. Are we going to town, or what about Taylor?
What about Taylor?
At this point, Landau's gone completely nuts and thinks the kids are possessed by the aliens. And where the hell did he get a police car? Did he just steal it from the sheriff from earlier? This is why it's always a good idea to arrest somebody after they randomly shoot a police officer. If they want to get out of this, Greg is gonna have to think fast. Okay, so they're dead. Nah, just kidding. Turns out this ex-army officer can't hit anything more than 10 feet away from him. Not only that, but he can apparently only drive about 5 miles an hour. No wonder these two were able to get away from him so easily.
Oh, what's the matter? I sprained my ankle.
Oh, big deal. Jack just got the mother of all alien hickeys, and you don't see him complaining. Speaking of which, Jack's got the right idea. If you can't shoot something, just blow it the fuck up. Meanwhile, these two find a house in the woods. Sure hope there's somebody there who can help them, and also doesn't mind them breaking and entering. Hey, thanks, movie. For a second there, I forgot I was watching an early 80s horror movie. You gonna do the dead phone cliche next?
It's dead.
I was kidding! Uh-oh, better watch out. Looks like Billy Barty's stalking him. And there's something you want to do when there's a killer alien after you. Take a nap.
Okay, now you try and get some rest.
Yeah, just try and figure out that Hellraiser puzzle box. I'm sure that'll make things better. I'm beginning to think the reason we haven't seen the alien yet is because it's actually invisible. That's the only explanation I have for why Greg doesn't see it when it's apparently right behind him. Even the movie doesn't seem to be sure about this.
I saw that horrible creature. I couldn't see it, and it could see me.
So did you see it or not? And you probably should have locked the door.
What if it's the people that own this place?
That'd be just great. I can see us making it through this whole mess and then getting shot as a burglar.
Well, you did break in and are now trespassing on their property. Uh-oh, looks like the POV shot's growing. It's up to 5:10 now. So, did the movie just forget about Jack Palance, Martin Landau, and the alien all of a sudden? Look, even the characters are struggling to stay awake. For Christ's sake, something happened. Thank you. It's at this point we get our first glimpse of the alien, and it looks like it should either be busy anally probing farmers or threatening the crew of the Enterprise. And I wasn't joking about the characters not being able to see this thing. Is the alien secretly the Predator? Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, this movie is about an alien hunting people for sport in an isolated setting. And the alien kills people by throwing disc weapons at them. And the alien's played by Kevin Peter Hall, who also played the Predator. Normally this is where I'd accuse the movie of being a Predator knockoff, but this was made several years before Predator. Okay, truth be told, the movie's actually not that much like Predator. Still, the similarities are kind of weird. Thankfully, the movie remembers Jack Palance is in it long enough for him to rescue Sandy, although again, he's only slightly less scary than the alien.
That alien! He came down here with a sport. He wants to get himself a few trophies, and you know what? Right now, you and me, we are the prize game!
It's okay, Jack. I already compared the movie to Predator. They go back to the alien shed, and Jack has a foolproof plan. He's gonna cover himself in mud and kill it with a log. Okay, actually he's rigged the shed up with dynamite. But wait a second, wasn't Martin Landau also in this movie? Hey, there he is. Alright, Jack, there's only room for one grizzled character actor in this movie. Also, I was wrong earlier, their plan is actually to kill Martin Landau with a log. They're interrupted, however, when the alien shows up and just kinda stands there. Oh well, at least this gives us a chance to get a better look at it.
Alright, let's shoot this fucker.
I knew what was going on around here. I knew.
Oh yeah? Well, you didn't know to shoot first, dummy. There's the look of a man who just realized he's probably gonna have to buy a new jacket. And why haven't you blown this thing up already?
Shoot him!
That's not gonna do any good.
How the hell do you know? He tries it anyway, and I think he hits it in the bladder. Ugh. This doesn't seem to faze the alien, though, who hits Jack with one of its discs. But it is going to take a lot more than one of its alien parasites to take him down, like, for example, 2 of them. But Jack's not done yet.
Alien! Alien!
You know, when the script just tells you to scream the word alien, just go for it. Although, I think he probably should have said this.
Come on, kill me, I'm here! Come on, do it now, kill me!
Sandy finally uses the dynamite, and Jack was so thorough the shack actually blows up several times. Turns out if it pees, you can kill it. Alright, I'm not familiar enough with Graydon Clark's other work to know if this is one of his best, but when taken on its own, it's okay. The idea of an alien hunting people for sport is actually pretty original for the time, and the alien's parasitic disc weapons are also inventive and fun, but the rest of the movie is kind of a mixed bag and there's several slow parts. It's definitely helped by its weird cast, especially Jack Palance. He's one of those actors who manages to be bizarrely entertaining no matter what he's in. It's definitely notable for its similarities to Predator, but beyond that, it's just kinda alright. But I will say this is easily the best movie with Jack Palance in it that I've reviewed so far, even if it doesn't have him getting beamed in the head with a piece of styrofoam. Well, that's all for now. Until next time.
I don't need some fancy cologne to tell me I'm a man. I use Skin Bracer. It smells great, but it also cools and tones my skin. Confidence is very sexy. Don't you think?
Original and cooling blue.
By Menon.